Hi everyone, welcome back to another amazing tutorial. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. Please consider subscribing and also turn on the notification bell so that anytime we upload a new tutorial, you'll get notified. So in our today's video, we're going to crochet leg warmers. This is a very simple pattern using the basic stitches, and it's very easy to make, so hope you're going to enjoy the tutorial to the end. What you need to get right is the measurements. So you take your knee circumference, the ankle circumference, and then the total length from the knee to the ankle area. So that is all that you're going to get right before you start making your leg warmers. And for this size that I'm making, my knee, the knee circumference is 15.5. So when you stretch these, let me try to stretch it. This stretches up to 7.5, and when you multiply by 2 you get 15, so it's 15 to 15.5, and the ankle circumference is about 10. Okay, so this is 5, you multiply by 2 you get 10 inches, and the full length from knee to the ankle is 16 inches. So you can make it longer than this if you want it to go up to the thigh area. So yeah, let's get into the video. So I am using robin yarn. It's a thin yarn, so I'll be doubling the strands. You can use any medium weight yarn. So for me, I'm going to double the strands so that I can get that medium weight size of yarn. And the hook size is 4.5 millimeter. We will need a darning needle and a pair of scissors. So to begin, we begin from the knee going down. So we'll make the band, the top band, this one, and we are going to start by making a slip knot. Then you chain a total of 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This gives you about 2 inches. So these 13 chains will give you about 2 to 2.5 inches, depending on your tension. So the first row, we are going to skip this first chain and go into the next chain with a single crochet. So insert your hook in the next chain, grab yarn. You have 2 loops on your hook, then grab yarn, pull through both. That is a single crochet. We go into the next chain, make a single crochet, into the next chain, single crochet, and we're going to crochet to make single crochet in each and every chain to the end. So keep working, single crochets, and I will meet you at the end to show you the next step. So at the end of this first row, we have a total of 12 single crochets, and going to the next row, we chain 1 and then we turn our work. We are going to make single crochets in every stitch back loop only. So you can see that we have 2 loops. This is the front loop, the one close to you, and the other one on the other side is the back loop. So once you chain 1 and turn your work, insert your hook in the back loop only and make a single crochet. Going to the next stitch, back loop, make a single crochet into the next, back loop, single crochet, and we're going to single crochet back loop to the end of this row. Okay, so we keep on making single crochets in the back loop. And at the end of this row, we are going to have a total of 12 single crochets back loop only. So when you get to the very last stitch, we're not going to work in the back loop only, but we insert our hook in both loops and make the last single crochet. Then chain 1, turn your work, and repeat what you've done in row 2, making single crochets back loop only. And this is the pattern we are going to repeat until we have 15 to 15.5 inches length of the band. So keep on making single crochets back loop, and I will meet you when I have 50 rows in total to show you the next step. So here I have 50 rows of single crochets back loop only, and just to confirm if it's 15 inches, so this is 11.5. So when you stretch, it goes up to 15.5 inches. Okay, so the next step we're going to chain 1 and turn your work like this, then bring together the 2 ends so that you can join. You join them using slip stitch, so make sure you align them well, like this. Then you're going to insert your hook in the back loop. This side that we've been working with, insert your hook in the back loop only, and on the other side grab yarn, make a slip stitch, go into the next back loop, and on this other side insert your hook, grab yarn, make a slip stitch, then go into the next slip stitch, and you're going to slip stitch all the way to the end. Okay, so continue making slip stitches until you get here. So we're doing the last 2 slip stitches. Now when you get to the last stitch, insert your hook in both loops like this, then go to the other side, last loop, grab yarn, make a slip stitch, then you're going to chain 1. Now this is the wrong side of our band. We're going to turn it inside out like this. Okay, now we can work from the right side. So you've already chained one. Now you're going to make single crochet in each and every row across. So this is the first row, so you single crochet there, going to the next, single crochet. Now we have a total of 50 rows of single crochet back loop, and we are going, by the time you get to the end of this first round, you're going to have a total of 50 single crochets. So make one single crochet in each and every row to the end. I will meet you at this point. We've come to the end of our first row, our first round, sorry. Now you're going to join into the first stitch with a slip stitch like this, and we have 50 single crochets. If the number of rows of your band are 50, then you'll have a total of 50 single crochets. If there are more or less than 50, depending on your tension, hook, and yarn size that you're using, we might have different end results to get the measurements that you are working with. So the next step, we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you turn your work, make a double crochet in the first stitch. So grab yarn, insert your hook in the first stitch, make a double crochet, then chain 2, in the same stitch make a single crochet, skip 2 stitches, go into the third stitch, make 2 double crochets, so that is 1, next double crochet, we have 2 double crochets, so we chain 2, go into the same stitch, make a single crochet. So the first these 3 chains count as the first double crochet, and then we make another one to get 2 double crochets. You chain 2 and make a single crochet in the same stitch, then skip 2 stitches, go into the third with 2 double crochets, chain 2, single crochet. So the next step, you're going to skip these 2 stitches, then go into the third with 2 double crochets, chain 2, make a single crochet in the same stitch like that. So we are going to make to work with this pattern to the end of this round 2. So skip 2 stitches, go into the third with 2 double crochets. So this is the first one, then second double crochet, then you chain 2 and make a single crochet in the same stitch, skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, in the third make 2 double crochets, chain 2, go into the same stitch, make a single crochet. So keep working in that order to the end of this round, and I will meet you at this point to show you what to do next. So we've come to the end of this round, and we're going to join to complete the round by making a slip stitch in the third chain. So 1, 2, 3, insert your hook there, grab yarn and make a slip stitch. So we have a total of 17 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 and 17. So next round, row, we are working in rows, guys. I don't know why I keep on saying rounds. We are going to turn your works, make a slip stitch in the first stitch, which is the single crochet, then chain 3. In the chain 2 space, make a double crochet. So these first 3 count as the first double crochet. The 3 chains that we make count as the first double crochet, and then you make another double crochet, you chain 2 and make single crochet in this chain 2 space, then skip these 2 stitches, or 1, 2, 3, go into the chain 2 space, make 2 double crochets, chain 2, make a single crochet in the same chain 2 space, skip this all these 3 2 stitches. We have 1 and 2, then go into the chain 2 space, make a double crochet, two double crochets, then chain 2, single crochet in the chain 2 space, skip these stitches, go into the chain 2 space in the next one, make 2 double crochets, chain 2, single crochet in the same space. So we are going to repeat this to the end. So you skip all these 2 stitches and go into the chain 2 space. So we are working in the chain 2 space, making 2 double crochets, then chain 2, single crochet in that same space. So keep on making working in that order, and I will meet you at the end to show you what to do next. So we complete our row with a slip stitch in the 3rd chain, then you turn your work, slip stitch in the 1st chain, 1st stitch, then chain 3, go into the chain 2 space and make a double crochet. So every time you are starting a new row, you turn, slip stitch, then make 3 chains, which count as the first double crochet, and then in this chain 2 space, you make 1 double crochet, then chain 2 and make single crochet. So this is the pattern we are going to work with until we achieve a length of 13.5 inches. So to the next chain 2 space, you make 2 double crochets, chain 2, single crochet in that same space, go into the next chain 2 space, make 2 double crochets, 2 double crochets, then chain 2, go into the same space, make a single crochet. So keep on repeating this until you have a length of 13.5 inches, and I will meet you at that point to show you what to do next. Okay, so I have 13.5 inches with me here. So from this point to this point here, it's measuring 13.5, and now we're going to make the band for the ankle area. Now if you're making the same size as mine, from this first row of single crochets here up to this point, I have a total of 27 rows. If you're making the same size as mine, the reason I did 13.5 inches because the total length of my leg warmer is 16. So from this point to this point is already 13.5. So I'm going to make the ankle band measuring 2.5, just the same as this knee, this band for the knee area, which is 2.5. So we are going to reduce this. We are going to make a decrease. So chain 1 and go into the first stitch with a single crochet, then skip these 2 chains, skip the 2 chains, go into the next stitch, make a 2 together single crochet. So you insert your hook, pull up a loop, then go into the next one, insert your hook, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook, grab yarn and make pull through all the 3 loops. So that is a decrease of 2 single crochets together. So the next one is 1 single crochet, then you skip the chain 2 spaces, you skip these 2 chain space, then go into the next one, single crochet, incomplete. So you have 2 loops, go into the next stitch, you have 3 loops, grab yarn, pull through all, into the next one, 1 single crochet, then skip these 2 chains space, go into the next stitch, make an incomplete single crochet like that. So you have 2 loops, go into the next stitch, you have 3 loops, now you grab yarn and pull through all the 3, then make a single crochet in the next one, skip the 2 chain space, go into the next stitch, work an incomplete single crochet, then go into the next one, another single crochet, you have 3 loops, grab yarn and pull through also. So this is what you're going to do to the end of this row. So single crochet 1, skip the 2 chain space, then go into the next, make a decrease, go into the next one, 1 single crochet, skip the chain 2 space, go into the next and make a decrease like that to the end. So I will meet you at this point to show you the next step. So up to this point I have 1 last stitch remaining, and you're going to work a single crochet in that stitch, then go into the first single crochet, insert your hook and make a slip stitch to complete this row. So we have decreased this. Now you're going to make the band, chain 13, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we skip the first chain, skip the first chain, go into the next one with a single crochet, into the next single crochet, and we're going to make single crochet to this point here, and we have a total of 12 single crochets. So I have 12 single crochets. Now we're going to slip stitch in the next 2 stitches. So insert your hook here, make a slip stitch, go into the next make a slip stitch, then turn your work and make single crochet back loop only to this point. So the first stitch is this one. Make sure you don't skip or you don't work in the slip stitches. So this is the first stitch. You're going to make single crochet but in the back loop only. Back loop is the loop that is away from you. So this is the next one. Make a single crochet and we're going to make single crochet each and every stitch until you get to the last one, and when you get here you make single crochet in both loops. So you will insert your hook in both loops here. So the last stitch you insert your hook in both loops, like that, then make the last stitch, chain 1, turn, start making single crochet. So this is the first stitch, single crochet back loop. We are repeating exactly what we did with this band here. So we are going to make single crochets, and when you get to this point you slip stitch in 2 stitches. So you ensure that you don't repeat in the same stitch. So we are going to slip stitch in these 2 stitches and we repeat that sequence until we get to the last stitch. So making the last single crochet, we have 12 so far, 12 single crochets. Now when you get to the last one, ensure that you don't slip stitch in the previous slip stitch. So go into the next stitch and make a slip stitch, then into the next slip stitch. So that is how we join our single crochet back loop to the main body of our leg warmer. So now once you have 2 slip stitches, you turn your work and start making single crochets in the back loop only. So repeat this to the end and I will meet you when I am done to show you how to join them. So we are doing the last row, slip stitch in the last 2 stitches, then you turn your work and make single crochet the last row of single crochet back loop only. Single crochet all the way to the top. In the last stitch you make single crochet in both loops, then we are going to chain 1. Now we are going to join these 2 sides by turning your work like this. Now hold it like this, then turn this way so that you join from the wrong side. You're going to insert the hook in the first stitch of this side, then pull this loop from the side that you've been working with, bring it this side, chain 1, in the same stitch insert your hook, then on the other side insert your hook in the front loop. So this is the front loop, make a slip stitch to the next, insert your hook like that, then on the other side front loop only, make a slip stitch, insert your hook on this side and on the other side front loop only, grab yarn, make a slip stitch. So continue like this until you get to the bottom area. Once you get to the last stitch, chain one, fasten off, then cut your yarn. Now you're going to use the yarn needle to weave in this tail. Yeah, and that is all for today. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial up to this point. Please give this video a like, share, and also leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this pattern. How was it when you recreated the pieces? So yeah, thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.